Okay, let's unpack this. You've given us this personal account, right? Recent stock trades. A real first-hand look at decisions, outcomes, all from one trading day.
Exactly. And here at the Deep Dive, that's what we love to do. We take sources, notes, research like this account, and really dig in, find the insights.
So the source for today's deep dive is that description you shared. Trades in HCLTECH and GODRECP. It seems to lay out the entries, the strategies mentioned, and, how things turned out for these specific moves.
Yep, that's the map we're working from today.
And our mission is pretty focused,
No.
squarely on this account. We're going through it, trying to understand the actions as described, looking at the rationale that shared things like profit targets, stop losses,
Right.
and really just pull out what we can learn from these examples, but only based on what's in this material you gave us. No outside info, just the story told within this account.
Think of it like we're navigating your description of these trades. We're looking at the paths shown on that map and what it tells us according to how it's written.
Exactly. Okay, so let's jump right in then. The account mentions HCLTECH first. Seems like activity started pretty close to the market open. Ignites an entry at 9:30 a.m.
Yeah, it's interesting how the account is quite precise with the timing there, kicking things off just after the bell, based on the narrative.
And then, not much later, 9:50 a.m., it gets specific, the HCLTECH 1600 CE option bought at 65 rupees and 30 paise. So a clear picture of the what and how much described there.
Yes, having those concrete details provided in the account, it makes the trade feel, well, tangible. It's not just a trade, it's this specific option at this price point, according to the story being told.
Okay, now the account describes this one as, well, pretty successful pretty quickly. First trade brought in, 2,327 profit?
Mm-hmm.
And then another move apparently yielded 3,710.
Yeah, the description really seems to highlight the speed there, how fast those profits came in for HCLTECH. Two distinct results noted, quite close together based on this individual's experience as they recounted it.
And this seems crucial to the narrative here. The source specifically says that all profits in HCLTECH were booked. And it links this directly to hitting profit targets.
Ah, okay.
It even mentions something about a Sunday podcast where these targets were supposedly discussed.
Right, that detail about the profit targets. And yeah, the podcast reference, that's key in this account. It suggests there was a predefined strategy, or at least that's how it's presented. Hitting a certain level meant getting out.
Yeah.
A clear cause and effect described right there in the narrative. Hit the target, exit the trade. Simple as that, according to this telling.
Okay. So that seems to cover the HCLTECH side of things, as described in the source. Let's shift gears then. What about the GODRECP trade? The account says that one started even earlier, 9:20 a.m.
Yeah, slightly ahead of that first HCLTECH entry we just talked about. And again, you have that specific timestamp provided, setting the scene for this trade's timeline within the day, according to the account.
And for this GODRECP one, the account specifies the 1250 CE option entered at 35. So different stock, different strike, different price point, all laid out.
Right. It lets you see the specific choices described for this trade, the particular option, the entry price, all based on the details provided in the account itself.
Now, here's where the account gives us a pretty interesting glimpse into the mindset, maybe. A stop loss was set at 30.
Okay.
But immediately after entering, the person apparently thought, and the source actually quotes this might be a wrong trade.
Huh. Yeah, that's a really revealing bit in this narrative, isn't it? It describes this moment of, internal conflict, or maybe just doubt, happening right as the trade is placed and the stop loss is set.
Right.
It adds this layer of, personal perspective to the decision-making being described here, that little flicker of uncertainty right at the start.
Absolutely. So you've got the mechanical protection, the stop loss, but also this immediate gut feeling described. And despite that feeling, the account goes on to say the price didn't actually hit the stop at 30. Instead, it apparently turned around pretty fast. In just, quote, a few minutes, a profit of 4,350 was showing.
Wow. So the sequence described there is quite dramatic.
Yeah.
You've got the initial doubt, the stop loss sitting just below entry, and then bam, a rapid reversal into a significant paper profit, all happening very quickly, according to the account.
Yeah, it really highlights how fast things can change, or at least how they're described as changing in this instance.
Definitely.